What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Nami and I'm back with yet another video. And today we're talking about semen retention will attract a certain type of woman. Let's get straight into the video. Alright fellas, semen retention will attract a certain type of woman. Now like I said, you're gonna attract women regardless on retention. It's just a byproduct of success, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna attract women regardless, but the longer that you go into practice and the longer that you'll be more choosy and more decisive about who you want to give your energy to, the more you'll start to weed out the bad woman from the good quality woman. Yeah, you're going to attract a whole lot of women, but you're going to be more drawn to those wifey material type women, bro. You'll be able to spot them out. A lot of dudes today, they know that a woman is bad and they know that they shouldn't mess with that woman, but they still mess with that woman. And they keep running into that same type of woman, bro, because they just want to get a nut off. You know what I'm saying? She look good. Let me go ahead, you know what I'm saying, try to get that hanky-panky going home with that girl. But the longer that you hold on to your seed, bro, you're going to look for more than just looks within a woman, bro. Honestly, bro, y'all niggas just need to control y'all lust, bro, and just not make looks the main thing. Of course, yes, if she look beautiful, you go up in the track. That's just the basis for all, most of the relationships is that physical sexual attraction. But the thing that's going to make you stay is her character. The things that make you stay is who she is as a person. And it's vice versa for you, too. That's why you got to develop yourself, bro. You can attract a whole lot of women. You sleep with her, but in order to keep a woman, bro, you're going to have to develop some aspects within yourself. You're going to have to develop yourself, bro. You will attract a certain type of woman on retention. I noticed in my experience, I attracted that more traditional type women, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I would attract those women those big booty ratchet type women, you know what I'm saying? And as a man, you know what I mean? You would appreciate it, you know, you flatter. But the more that you mature, you're going to lean to something that has more substance. And sometimes even those big booty ratchet women, they might even disqualify themselves just because they know that they can't compare to you. They're going to have to step their game up if they with you. And some of them are willing to do that, and some of them just aren't. So in totality, this practice will just attract the right people into your life because you'll be more choosy about who to give your energy to, who to give your time to, who to give your seed to, bro. Your seed is powerful. Your seed is precious. Be careful where you plant your seed at in that garden. Sometimes the garden can nurture that seed and, you know what I'm saying, it can be fruitful and you can multiply. Sometimes if you sow your seed in that bad garden, boy, I tell you what, stress, you're going to be cooked. So that's why I tell y'all, plant y'all seeds in the right garden, man. Give y'all energy to the right people, bro. Give your energy to the good things. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy because, man, we see a fat ass and we, you know what I'm saying, we going to want to dive up in that water. But you got to have your minds out open. You got to be cognizant and aware that everything that looks good ain't good for you, bro. What you see isn't always real, bro. What you see is not always real. If you go on a date now, you see a beautiful woman. She may look cool, you know what I'm saying, all of that, but you meet her in real life and her vibe is nothing like her profile picture. She look nothing like her profile picture, bro. Yeah, nigga, the fuck? She look nothing like her profile picture, bro. So you just got to be aware of that, bro. Semen retention will attract a certain type of woman, bro. Because you're gonna be on a certain type of frequency. Like I said in my previous video, you're gonna have a lust for life, bro. You're gonna have a lust to go after something that you want to go after. You're gonna have a lust to go challenge yourself. Put that testosterone to use. You're gonna want to test yourself. You're gonna want to go after shit, bro. And that's gonna make you stand out from other men. Of course, it's a masculine man's nature in order to go conquer something, but if you're doing it positively in the right direction, then it'll attract a certain type of people within your life, bro. And it's crazy to think, when I first hopped on this practice, bro, I just did it for the woman attraction, bro. I just wanted to attract some woman to keep it real with y'all. But the longer that I go on this journey, the more I realize that not every woman deserves my energy. Not every woman deserves my time. Not every woman deserves my attention. And that goes for you too, bro, especially if you're improving yourself, especially if you're in your purpose, especially if you got a mission, you got a plan, and you taking the steps in order to get there. You can't afford to be around certain people that's not going to help you get there. That's not going to make your journey worthwhile. Life is already hard enough. We already got a whole bunch of stuff we got to deal with as men. So why would you want a woman that's going to want to knock you off your frame, that's going to purposely do stuff to knock you off your square? Nah, you're going to want to deal with the woman that can complement your mission. That's going to be in cooperation with your operation, you feel me? It just makes life a whole lot easier, bro. Especially in today's time, bro. A good woman would be hard to find. Not saying that there aren't good women out there, but they're very few and far between. And I've noticed the more that I've gotten those practice of semen retention, bro, the more I'll be able to spot out and find those women that are quality. And I'm able to look and see like, okay, this woman isn't quality, so I ain't gonna really mess with her. Semen retention will attract a certain type of woman. And those women can sense it too. Because when you on a certain frequency on retention, bro, it's gonna give off in your energy. It's gonna give off in the way that you carry yourself. Sometimes I could be around a whole bunch of people and not say nothing. And those people I notice they act different around me. They try to act more, what's the word? Holier. I can't explain it for lack of a better term, like holier, you know what I'm saying? Just because of my presence alone. It will increase your aura in a positive way, bro. Semen retention will attract a certain type of woman. I might do it. I mean, it's going to attract a certain type of woman. It's going to repel a certain type of woman, bro. The type of woman it's going to repel is not going to be the one for you, bro. I didn't think that this thing would help me in the better, bro. Like, I knew it was a thing in self-improvement with semen retention, bro, but like, damn, I really didn't know. Like, I would look at women differently. So I still found all women attractive, but I have a discernment for the type of women and for the type of people that I want to let into my life. I'm not really on that BS no more that I was 4 years ago. I'm a lot more mature. I'm a lot more wiser. I'm a lot more decisive with my decision making. I have a purpose. I have a plan. I have a dry bones layout of where I want to go. And once you have that as a man, it'll be easy for you to enforce boundaries. To know that, okay, this person is good for me. You can get on the team. This person ain't good for me. You're going to have to get off the team, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Semen retention will attract a certain type of woman, bro. It's going to attract the right woman into your life. I've noticed, man, even when I was on them dating apps and I was on retention trying to attract a woman, it wasn't until I stopped searching for it, that's when I found it. It wasn't until I deleted those dating apps and really started to hone in and focus on myself, that's when I found the woman that I'm with right now. This won't work without self-improvement. Yeah, you can be on semen retention. You may find that type of woman, you know what I'm saying? But you have to be constantly doing something with yourself. Find out a hobby, bro. You can't be sitting here scrolling on Instagram and TikTok all day. Create something, bro. Create conversation. Create some food for yourself. Create an opportunity. Make some music. Make some memories. Make something. Create. We're all creators at the end of the day. God flows throughout every single one of us. And every time we create, we're tapping in with that God part of ourselves. The world makes you want to forget that. It wants you to consume, eat this food, watch this video, buy this, buy that. It wants to pull attention away from yourself. But it is until you meditate, sit in silence, be by yourself, until you really tap in with God and that God portion of yourself. That's when you really realize the power that you hold as a man. But let me get back to the topic, bro. Semen retention will attract a certain type of woman, bro. It's going to attract the right woman into your life, whether you like it or not. You're going to have to be ready for it too, bro. So a lot of dudes can hop on this practice and whatnot, and the right woman will come their way and they'll fumble it, or they won't be ready for it. And that shows the level of maturity. That shows that something is presented with you in a good fashion, but you're not ready to deal with it yet. You may not be ready to be hopping to it. You may not be ready to be in a relationship with somebody, or you may be ready to hop in a relationship with somebody. So that's why I tell y'all to self-improve, bro. Self-improve. Like, hop on your grind, bro. Get your money right. Get your mind right. Get your spirit right. Get your body right. Because you can only attract who you are. If you're going to continue being a stagnant, low-quality type person that's not doing anything with their lives, then you're going to attract the same people. As opposed to if you just, you know what I'm saying, hustling and busting and getting your mind, spirit, body right, you're going to attract that same type of person, bro. So yeah, y'all just be careful about who y'all give y'all energy to, bro. But like, if y'all like that video, like, comment, subscribe down below, tap that bell notification. I love each and every one of y'all. Keep letting y'all light shine. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Shit and shit, now I'm back on my shit, now I'm racing the bar like a Klondike. I be rapping this shit while I'm stacking the chips, boy, I been through some shit, had to climb heights. I been going too hard, got my mind right. In the dark, but I still had to shine bright. On the stage, yeah, I'm all in the limelight. E4000 or so, yeah, that sounds like